A GO train goes off the track, steps away from Union Station, causing commuter chaos across the GTA.
We are live inside Union Station, where delays continue for the evening commute.
And we're also live inside Downsview Park Station. This is where people hoping to use the Barrie line are getting on shuttle buses.
And we're bringing our newsroom to a community near you. CP24 is on the road tonight, live from the Royal Botanical Gardens for a special edition of Live at 5.
This is Live at 5, close to home. Good evening. I'm Bakari Savage.
And I'm Phil Perkins. Welcome to Live at 5 Close Home. We're live here from the Royal Botanical Gardens here in Hamilton, Burlington. We'll get to where we are in a moment, but first, our top story.
Okay, happening now. It has been a day of lengthy delays for GO train riders. This is after a derailment near Union Station, and the problems continue this hour.
Yeah, let's go live to CP24's Sija Liu, who's been at Union Station all day long speaking to commuters. Sija.
Phil, Bakari, it has been a day of commuting chaos as a train derailment has nearly put the whole entire GO train system on a standstill. And the situation is beginning to bottleneck now as we get into the rush hour. Take a look at one of the platforms here. This is how many people are waiting to board one of these trains. Some people have been waiting for hours for a single train to leave the station. Now, the reason for this delay is a single train that was derailed earlier this morning around 8:15. A train departing Union Station came off the track. It hit a track signal, and that caused major signal issues across the entire GO transit network. All 7 lines for over 8 hours today faced major cancellations and delays, and people weren't sure how they were going to get home. People were held at train stations for hours. They had to jump on several buses to get to their destination, and we have been talking to people throughout the day to see how they are feeling. Excuse me, ma'am, we're here on CP24 here. We see that you're boarding a train. How long did you have to wait for your train today?
I actually just showed up right now, but this morning I had to get off at Bloor Station and take the TTC in. Yeah, but so significant delays. Yeah.
How are you feeling heading back home right now, and you're still facing some delays?
I have to be at theater for 7:30 tonight, so I'm kind of nervous. That's why I'm trying to get on the earliest train possible.
Okay. Well, you're lucky. You got here and a train is moving, and a lot of people have been waiting for a few hours, so it's great that you got here and that a train is moving. But we are seeing more crowds build up here at Union Station, and let's bring in CP24 Steve Ryan to talk about these crowds. And Steve, it's rush hour. More and more people are coming down here, and there's not enough trains to handle every single person. How are officials going to be dealing with crowd control right now?
So this is not a situation like you'd have in a general policing terms when it comes to managing crowds, whether that be through a demonstration, a celebration, sports win, or a protest of some sort. This is a situation where you've got people who have all come together as a result of the same unfortunate set of circumstances, that being the trains not working. So everybody's standing here waiting for their trains. One of the things I remember from my training years ago when dealing with crowds, either side of the fence, whether that's what's required law enforcement or not, is to update and educate and make your information accurate. And that's what we're hearing here. I've only been here about an hour with you, and I've heard the people on the loudspeaker updating people as to how long their train might be. And you and I have both heard employees out in distance there with loudspeakers giving people optional access routes as well. So as long as people are informed as to what's going on, for the most part, by nature, people are patient.
Absolutely, and there are customer service agents all over the station trying to answer as many questions as they can. But Kari and Phil, we did reach out to Metrolinx for an interview several times throughout the day. No one was available to speak to us, so as of right now, there is still no firm timeline on when everything will get back to normal, but things are slowly beginning to move.
Okay, that was our live team coverage from Union Station. CP24's Sija Liu and Steve Ryan. Also, a frustrating day for commuters on the Stouffville line. Travelers impacted by today's derailment near Union. They were told, take the TTC to Kennedy Station and then catch their train from there. Well, we had a chance to catch up with some commuters to hear about their experience navigating the service disruption.
They said to come to Kennedy, so I take the TTC to Kennedy from St. George Station. I'm coming home from school, and all of a sudden all the trains are still delayed here, and I'm just been stuck here trying to get home because there's no alternative transit routes to get that far north.
This morning I was commuting to school, taking the 7 o'clock train to Union Station, and then it stopped like about almost there, and then I waited in the train for 2 hours, and then they backed up down to Danforth, and then I had to take the subway down. It made me miss my first lecture and, you know, stuff like that.
NTC spokesperson Stuart Green says that they're ramping up service to help out those displaced commuters.
We feel GO's pain as a transit operator, which is why we've stepped up to support them and to support their customers. Most importantly, you know, these things are complicated. You know, our heavy rail network is limited to the subway system, and we know what that can look like. But you know, I'm sure they have excellent people working on it. But again, I don't speak for GO or for Metrolinx, but I know that they've got all hands on deck. Union Station is certainly a priority for them as well as it is for us. So everybody's all hands on deck, I'm sure.
And staying with our coverage of the impact of the derailment on thousands of people trying to get home tonight, let's go live to CP24's Andrew Brennan at Downsview Park Station. Andrew.
Hey guys, if you can see behind me, there's, well, people trying to get on a train. The question is, will they? That's a really good question, because those that tried to get here for the 321 train, they did not get on that train. Then they waited for the 412 train. That train didn't come at 412. In fact, the people waiting here are waiting for that 412 train still, which may or may not be coming in a couple of minutes. We'll have to see. However, we have this young man, Monaco Skoko, is an 11th grader who got impacted, let's say, by what happened today. And shout out to his mom, Jennifer, for giving permission for him to talk to us. What happened this morning for you?
So I take an early train to school because I go to school downtown, but I'm from Vaughan. So the train was like slightly delayed, and it had me getting to school about 15 minutes late, around 8:45. And I had a couple lates beforehand, so this final late kind of got me to detention, and I had to stay at school later for detention. And then I came to get on the 457 train, and I'm seeing all these people, and I realized that it's everyone from the 321 and 412.
So, Monaco, I don't want to make this is not your fault, man. I know it's not, I don't want to make this about you, but is there a thought now that we should be slightly less late for school?
Yeah, I think I gotta watch that. Maybe I take an earlier train, or if I know it's going to be delayed, maybe.
So 15 minutes earlier on today, but right now you don't know when you're getting home.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's it.
Well, stories like this we'll continue to share. Back to you for now, as folks here are potentially crowding the platform, but there's no train coming, at least as of now. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Andrew. Yeah, don't be late for school, kids. All right, speaking of being late to things, let's talk about people's commute out there. Here is our traffic specialist, Adjo Yabwa.
Well, thank you so much, Phil. Yeah, a lot more commuters seem to be on the roadway. Mondays are usually lighter than normal. That's not the case this afternoon. And adding to your slowdowns, a lot of problems. So we'll start with issues happening on the northbound 427. This is just through the 409. HOV and left lane still out following this ongoing collision. Again, that backlog is there from the 401. Then on the 401, this is a brand new problem. Westbound 401 in the express through Warden. Crews dealing with a collision that is blocking the left lane. Also running into issues. This is on the 403. Eastbound through Cawthra Eastgate. Actually, it's on the westbound side. You'll find the right lane and shoulder block because of this stalled transport truck. And if you're on the northbound 410, still busy into Brampton, but problems we had on the northbound 410 through Clark have all been cleared. Problems I can't see, but I'll mention Toronto-bound QEW at the Red Hill Valley Parkway. Looks like we're dealing with a stalled vehicle. It's blocking the right lane.
This CP24 traffic report is brought to you by 407 ETR. Enjoy the journey with a stress-free commute.
Well, sending it over to Samantha TC. Good afternoon, Samantha. Just wondering what's going on. TTC is accommodating GO Transit users.
Hi, Adjoa. Thank you. Yeah, we are supporting our friends at GO Transit during this afternoon's rush hour because of the delays near Union Station. So if you normally travel in the downtown area between Exhibition GO and the Union GO stations, we have added extra bus service to supplement our already running streetcar service on the 509 Harbourfront route to get you traveling through that area. Now, we have also added added extra buses to the 505 Dundas streetcar route, and those buses do service the Dundas West Station, which connects you over to GO Transit service at Bloor GO and UP Express service in that area. Now, lastly, we also have a ramped up train service on Line 1 to deal with any extra passengers that are traveling on the TTC today and helping keep wait times short. Now, we have experienced a few of our own issues this afternoon on Line 6 Finch West with a brief service suspension between Finch West Station and Humber College because of a mechanical problem. That has since cleared, and it's full service on all of our rails, Line 6 Finch West, and everything underground on our subway lines. Now that's it for your transit update. Back to you.
And welcome to this special edition of Live at 5, Close to Home. This is part of a series of newscasts where we visit a community near you. We're going to be coming to you live from the Royal Botanical Gardens. This is home to Canada's largest botanical gardens. It's also located in both Hamilton and Burlington, Ontario, spanning areas in both cities with attractions. The RBG is currently holding the incredible floral showcase, Bloomland in Oz. This is where we're broadcasting from tonight.
And Hamilton, also affectionately referred to as Steel Town, I call it the Hammer, is known for its industrial past and strong community. The population well over 500,000 people and continuing to grow. Some interesting facts, with more than 100 waterfalls, many on the Niagara Escarpment in particular. Hamilton earns a nickname, probably didn't know this, is the waterfall capital of the world. The very first Tim Hortons donut shop, I've frequented there much, opened in Hamilton, 1964 on Ottawa Street North.
Oh, donuts. We're going to talk about that.
There's going to be a lot of that here.
Yeah, but Burlington, we can't forget about Burlington. It is a vibrant city, formerly known as the Garden of Canada. In the early 1900s, it is now an affluent city of more than 185,000 people, known for hosting Canada's largest rib fest. Now, some interesting Burlington facts. So every spring, the city closes a section of King Road to allow for the endangered Jefferson salamanders breeding migration. Burlington also features a magnetic hill. This is where cars in neutral appear to roll uphill. Yeah, I did not make that up. Yeah, I mean, we can ask the mayor about it.
Real. I know that's for real.
Yeah, well, we're joined live by the mayor of Hamilton, Andrea Horvath, and the mayor of Burlington, Marianne Mead Ward. So, Mayor Ward, we have to start with you. Is that magnetic hill thing real? Have you tried it?
I have not tried it, but I have enjoyed the dance of the salamanders. We close it for the mating season to make sure that they don't get squished while they're trying to mate. It's not right. So actually, it's our way of preserving an endangered species. So.
It's a major story. It literally it's a yearly story that everyone talks about.
Across the country, yeah. We name our salamanders, Jeff and Sally. They're the ones that are mating, and we God bless them. We hope they do it off the road, but we close it just in case for them.
And Mayor Horvath, Mayor Horvath now, it's been a minute since I've driven through the downtown core. It's been almost 3 years for me, but there's so much growth. I've seen condos everywhere. Obviously, the new Coliseum downtown, which former Cops Coliseum, First Ontario Place. It's now transformed. What's changed in the city since you've become mayor? What do you notice?
Oh, all kinds of things. So TD Coliseum for sure is a big change for our downtown, and it really supports all kinds of small business. We have a thriving culinary scene, so many fantastic restaurants. Of course, Maddie Matheson is now part of our team of restaurateurs, if you will, in Hamilton. But we've also seen growth at our airport, big investment there. Porter Airlines is now flying not just out of Billy Bishop or out of Pearson, but now out of Hamilton as well, which is really wonderful. And we're seeing our diversification of our economy that's really quite successful. So yes, I know that you've talked about Steel Town, and that's definitely steel in our blood and has always been the case. But with the trade challenges we've had, we've also been looking to the diversification. So we're the hub right now of radiopharmaceuticals for the entire country with McMaster University, Mohawk College. We have a lot of investment that's come in the kind of life sciences, if you will, and so that's all great for jobs as well. So there's a lot of great things happening in Hamilton. Some challenges, but a lot of really great things.
And speaking of challenges, we do have to get you to comment on the GO train situation.
Well, certainly my heart goes out to everyone who has seen their commute double, triple, quadruple. Nobody likes to be stuck just trying to get to work or get home. So just hope everyone stays patient, be kind to each other out there. Safety comes first, of course, and we know that the folks at GO are trying to get this cleared and get everyone home safely.
Mm-hmm. And Hamilton has all-day GO now, and so people now have to, pack your patience a little bit to try to get back.
Absolutely, and I think that Mayor Mead Ward is right. I mean, nobody wants to see this kind of thing happen. Certainly not the operators of the system, but the commuters. They trust and rely on this service to get them to and from work and other kinds of appointments and things. And so, have each other's backs and stay calm and get back on the train. It'll take you somewhere eventually.
Mm-hmm. And so, Mayor Horvath, homelessness is it's everywhere. It's not just in Toronto, something we focus on a lot. We know Mayor Olivia Chow, that's a big thing for her, putting in her budget on February 1st, affordability in this city. In Hamilton, these micro homes, albeit there were some issues with the sourcing and all that, but it's being done. And it is something that we haven't seen in Toronto, at least. So what is different about these micro homes, and how did Hamilton find itself with this solution, and what sets it apart?
Well, I had learned about this solution myself at a couple of trade shows that we have as municipalities, so particularly a National Federation of Canadian Municipalities. I learned about it there, as well as some work I did with Bloomberg Harvard in the States. And it was a solution I thought we should look at. We had tried a number of different things in the city of Hamilton. So what we did is I put together as the mayor a request to the staff to bring some kind of roadmap forward. What can we do? How can we do it? And so the city council looked at that plan, if you will, approved it, and it's been almost a year, and it's been very successful. The very targeted groups that we knew were not able to access our traditional shelter system, people who are living as couples or family units of two people, mother, daughter, son, father, friends, close friends, there was no access to the shelter system. People living with pets, they had to give up their pets if they were going to go into the shelter system. So these are the very folks that we look to provide an option for a place to stay warm and a place to try to get back up on your feet. And I can say, very successful. We've had 113 folks go through these 40 units, which some of them are doubles. And so it's been amazing. And we've seen over 40 pets go through as well. We've had a success of almost 24 people permanently housed. People are getting the surgeries they need. People are back on the meds that they need to take to deal with their mental health issues. I mean, it's been fantastic. So we have had some cities come and look at what we've done, because there are some really some great lessons, of course, but some really great successes as well.
We'll have to see. All right.
Mayors Horvath and Mead Ward, thank you very much for your time this evening. We really appreciate that. It is 5:17 minus 5. This is Live at 5, close to home.
Yeah, we're live inside Union Station, where we're still dealing with significant delays after a GO train derailed earlier, and that's making a lot of people's commute home, as you can see, a little bit slower than normal. We'll be right back.
And also, we wanted to see Hamilton and Burlington through your eyes. So viewers, they've been sending in their photos, and we want to share some of our favorites with you. We're going to have more from the RBG coming up during this special edition of Live at 5, close to home. CP24 is on the road tonight, live from the Royal Botanical Garden on the border of Hamilton and Burlington for a special edition of Live at 5.
And we're now joined live by Hamilton Police Chief Frank Bergen here to speak about the changing complexities of crime and challenges facing people in the Hamilton area. We just spoke with Mayor Horvath about the homelessness situation. It is not just centric to Toronto or anywhere else. It's a problem everywhere. What's the approach that Hamilton Police has with dealing with it?
Thank you, Phil, and thanks for this opportunity to speak about that and to follow the mayor. The best way to approach it is actually to look at what is the challenges, but what are the opportunities. In the last couple of years, we've been able to establish amazing partners. We've started what is called a rapid intervention support team. So that allows us now, when we're looking at the complex issues of homelessness, then we play a role in that. In some some cases, it may be to afford a person an opportunity to get a health card, maybe some transportation for some medical appointments, so things of that nature. If we didn't have partners around the table, then we become the default service provider. Arguably, about 41% of our calls for service every day deal with homelessness, harm reduction, and mental illness. In this realm now, what we have is we have an equal table where 8 to 12 partners are sitting around it. If, in fact, it's a policing issue, it falls on our lap. So it's taken down from having maybe 80% of the weight of that responsibility down to about 15% of that. So it gives us the ability to deliver the proper services at the right time.
Okay, Chief, you mentioned opportunities. What opportunities are you taking with new initiatives?
With new initiatives right now in this calendar year, we've introduced to our board and now before council, we actually want to establish an intimate partner violence unit. An intimate partner violence unit, a couple things are important to actually lay the foundation. In 2023, our city council declared it an epidemic. And as such, we need to respond to that. So an intimate partner violence unit will allow us to actually make sure that we can center our focus on the victim, we can make sure we can have proper offender management, and more importantly, a positive outcome of that case.
You know, in Hamilton's a city that continues to grow and grow, and, you know, we've had several instances where we've been here, you know, when there's breaking news, unfortunately, there's some violence there, people, you know, how do you maintain, you know, confidence in the public that you're keeping them safe, keeping their kids safe? Because a lot of people are moving out here to settle roots.
It is important, and what we've been doing is we review about, in fact, the efficacy of what are the programs we're delivering. We've been able to get to, in 2021, we had 20 homicides. Last year, we had 7. In 2024, we had 24 shootings. 60 shootings, and we're down to 33 shootings last year. So we can demonstrate, in fact, by putting our resources, shooting response teams, by having the proper assets available, offender management units, we can be adequate and effective, but more importantly, we can be where we need. Hamilton is not like anything else in the sense of the complex issues, the big important challenges that we have them here in the city of Hamilton, but we also have the collaboration and partnerships that allow us to have a positive outcome.
Okay, Hamilton Police Chief Frank Bergen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. It's 5:22 minus 5. This is Live at 5, close to home.
Now we're inside Union Station where significant delays continue on all GO train lines tonight for the commute home after a train derailed at the station today.
And also, viewers have been sending in their photos, and the Hamilton Historical Facebook page gave us a look into historic Hamilton. We're going to have more from the RBG coming up during the special edition of Live at 5, close to home.
All right, here's the official branded community ambassador for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, following an 11-year playing career with the club, a franchise all-time leading tackler, top 10 CFL tackler. He now uses his leadership and communication skills. He's pretty good at talking to elevate the Tiger Cats brand and strengthen connections across the community.
Joining us live is arguably one of the best players to have ever worn a Hamilton Tiger Cats jersey, Simone Lawrence, who also just happens to share my alma mater, the Golden Gophers. Go Gophers!
Let me get some.
Oh, it's good to see you, my man.
York Lions? York Lions? York Lions? All right, okay, what's up? Yeah, you sports, let's go.
Okay, so listen, we have to talk about this. Your football career, because you have a unique career that has spanned, both borders. Let's hear it.
I mean, it was absolutely amazing. You know, when I thought my dreams were over, I actually was at University of Minnesota furthering my education, and I was like, I'm done football. I got a brilliant phone call from Hamilton saying, hey, we just traded for you. And I looked on the map, seeing where Hamilton was. I was like, all right, perfect. It's near my family because I'm from Philadelphia originally. And then in 2013, I got here, and it was just like, I could feel like a sense of home here, me being from Philadelphia and how Hamilton is just one of those real down-to-earth cities. And then 10 years later, just like living the dream. Feels so good, for sure. And
now you were face of the franchise when you're playing. Now you're kind of face of the franchise now. How important is that to you? Obviously, Hamilton is Ticat town, like no matter what. And
Absolutely.
so, how much of an honor is that for you to just continue your career with the team and continue to, be around the community and support and representing the team?
It means the world, just because I also got to give credit to all of the players that came before me, because I for sure stand on the shoulders of those who came before me. But representing the organization after playing such a great and fulfilling career means the world to me, getting to see all of these kids and talk to them and just tell them there's so much more in life and just be a role model and leader for sure.
And speaking of, I mean, coming from Philly, the city of brotherly love, we got to talk about how that translates to your relationship with the community today.
Absolutely. We can talk about that all day. I'm actually on the board of trustees for the Player Academy of Excellence in Philadelphia, which is Gary Player. If you guys watch golf, you might know him a little bit. But, he's a legendary golfer, and he takes his lot of responsibility in non-privileged neighborhoods and uplifts them with literacy programs, academic programs, sports, and all of that. And then just to help translate that here into Hamilton, it means the world to me. I'm on the board of Food for Kids, where we feed over 1,700 kids every weekend, and we're in 96 of the schools in Hamilton. So it just means the world.
All right, Simone Lawrence, stay tuned. I don't know if you look like you still play a couple downs. I think you can do it, but we're gonna
downs or a couple pounds.
Yeah, okay. Well, hey, that's momentum. Force plus momentum. It's all good. Or mass times force. Anyways, you're gonna stick around because we have a donut eating contest going on. And I know you're ready for that. Okay.
Of course.
All right, Simone Lawrence, Hamilton Ticats, Golden Gopher.
Yes, Golden Gopher.
York Lions.
York Lions. Shout out York Lions. Come on now, represent.
Okay.
416.
Okay, so right now we have to go back to our top story. We're talking about major delays for the commute home tonight.
Let's go to CP24, CJ Lou. She's inside Union Station.
Phil Bakari, the entire GO train system line has been crippled for the entire day, starting at 8:15 this morning when a train derailed. I'm here at Union Station, where the crowd is just beginning to bottleneck here, especially as we get into the heart of rush hour. A lot of these folks have been waiting for hours to try to get on the train. They were stuck on a train early this morning when that train derailed, and now they're trying to find a way home. This happened at 8:15 today when a train derailed, and that caused the entire system to be delayed or canceled, all lines across the GTA here. But let's talk to some people and see what their experiencing has been. Excuse me, ma'am, I'm here on CP24. I wanted to ask you, was your train delayed this morning at all?
Yeah, it was very delayed. I had to get off at Western Go and pretty much had no option. Had to take the shared Uber to get here.
How long did it take you to get to your destination, and how long does it usually take?
Well, it usually only takes 40 minutes. I get on from Mount Pleasant Go and get off at Union Station, but today, despite taking Uber, it took me well over 40 minutes, and eventually commute took 3 hours. A 1 hour commute took 3 hours.
Well, hopefully you can get on this train. We do see some people moving right now, but we'll send it back to you for now. There's no timeline on when things will get back to normal, so still a lot of delays expected throughout the evening.
All right, CJ, thank you very much. It's 5:30, feels like -11. You're watching Live at 5, close to home.
And keep it here. We're going to have more from Union Station. This is where significant delays, they continue on all GO train lines tonight for the commute home. This is after that train derailed earlier today. We're going to have more in moments.
A GO train goes off the track, steps away from Union Station, causing commuter chaos across the GTHA.
And we are live inside Union Station. This is where delays continue for the evening commute.
And we're also live inside Downsview Park Station, where people hoping to use the Berry line are now getting on shuttle buses.
And also, we are bringing our newsroom to a community near you. CP24 is on the road tonight, live from the Royal Botanical Gardens for a special edition of Live at 5.
Hi, good evening. I am Phil Perkins.
I'm Bakari Savage. Welcome to Live at 5, close to home. We're coming to you from the RBG in Hamilton. This is part of a series of newscasts where we visit a community near you. We're going to have more on this in a moment, but first, back to our top story. So happening now, it's been a day of lengthy delays for GO train riders. This is after a derailment near Union Station. Those problems continue this hour.
Yeah, let's go live inside Union Station. CP24 CJ Lou speaking with commuters.
Bill Bakari, the crowd is starting to build inside Union Station as we get into the heart of rush hour. A train is still derailed at this time, causing a huge delay across the entire GO train system. This all started at 8:15 this morning, and things have not improved that much. It was a train that was leaving Union Station that went off the track, and it's blocking a few other tracks. It hit a track signal, and that has caused signal issues throughout the entire network. All 7 lines across the GO train system is facing delays and cancellations. Take a look at the board there. Everyone just has their eyes glued to the screen right now, waiting for any possible updates. There are extra customer service agents here answering questions, talking on a loudspeaker, giving people updates. But right now, everyone just has their eyes peeled, their ears open to any update right now. And let's try to talk to some people to see how they're coping with these delays. Hi, ma'am. Excuse me. Can I ask you, are you delayed by the train today?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you face the delays this morning when you were coming in as well?
No.
No, just tonight?
Yeah, it's been since like 3 o'clock.
Since 3 o'clock you've been here. Okay, so for 2.5 hours now, how have you been coping? Any updates on your train?
We had one train, but like everybody just rushed to it, so we have to wait for another one.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Every time they call a train, people are rushing, and there's not enough room for everyone. So when is the next train coming for you?
How? We don't know.
You don't know?
We don't know. No.
Just waiting right now. Well, best of luck. I hope your train comes soon. And that's a story we're hearing from a lot of people right now. They're not sure when their train is going to come. They're just waiting and seeing right now. There you see some managers walking by. And as people are waiting, the crowd is beginning to grow here at Union Station during rush hour. And let's bring in CP24's Steve Ryan to talk more about the crowd and safety. Steve, what is the plan here for officials when you have so many people here at Union Station and it's starting to build up now?
So this certainly isn't one of those situations where it's a police-involved crowd control, like a celebration, a protest, a demonstration, a concert. This is one of those situations where this is a crowd because of a common occurrence, and that being that the trains are out and everybody happens to meet at the same point. What the philosophy is and what training I've had years ago appears to be still in effect today, and that is for crowds like this, lots of information, lots of updates, accurate information, not only on the loudspeakers themselves, but there's also people, as we've seen, with vests on that are there to answer questions. So when you're doing troubleshooting, managing crowds like this is all that Metrolinx can do. Everything that I've had in training years ago appears to be in effect now when it comes to keeping everybody informed, keeping them advised. That way it minimizes the chances of them getting any more upset and helps them with their patience as well.
Yeah, and Steve, even right behind you, we see people beginning to run towards a train. Bakari, Phil, this is the scene right now at Union Station. Whenever someone calls a platform, you see a sea of people trying to rush there because there is not room for everyone on the train right now. They're trying to get there as soon as possible.
Just be courteous, watch where you step. Okay, of course, there's ripple effects to this, staying with our coverage of the impact of the derailment. Thousands of people trying to get home right now. Let's go live to CP24's Andrew Burnett at Downsview Park Station. Andrew.
Hey guys, and since we last spoke, some people got on a train, finally. They had been waiting for the train that was supposed to come around 3:30, and they got on after 5. But now the train that's was scheduled to be here for 5:45, if I look up at the wall, it's canceled. And right now, the information that we're getting, at least the people that are here, getting from those that are working at Metrolinx, those that work at GO, actually, that are trying to keep people informed, modified schedule, but how long it will be before the people behind me, surrounding me, get on trains, remains to be seen. But let's have some conversations. My friend, you've been taking photos of me, so you are going to be the person that I'm going to ask for an interview first. So, I know, that's how it works, eh? I'm sorry to bug you, but just because I thought it'd be, easy enough. You, I'm going to guess, have had a challenging day because of all this?
Yeah, I had a challenging day. There's many delays. There's many cancellations for the trains. It's just impossible to get to school. And yeah.
So how late were you this morning?
I was late by an hour.
How about now, trying to get home?
I'm not sure. I hope there's not another delay that's going to happen. I mean, there's so many people here. And, I just want to get home before night comes.
I know that this is, you already said that you were late, but, how have you been feeling over the course of today? Has it been annoyed? Has it been angry? Has it been, sorry?
Pretty frustrated, and it's very cold out, so, yeah. It's freezing outside.
Well, I hope you get to stay warm until that train that's not up there gets, well, until the train comes at whenever it is. Thank you very much for your time, and best of luck. Best of luck to everyone else. Back to you.
Okay, so that's CP24's Andrew Brennan giving us a live look at the situation at Downsview Park Station. We need to check on the commute on the roads, and for that, let's check in with CP24's traffic specialist, Adjoa Nsia-Yeboah. Adj, it is 5:38. How bad is it?
It's pretty bad, Bakari, out there on the major routes. It's a slower than normal drive. And that has everything to do with the issues probably happening on Go, because drivers are using alternatives, maybe Uber, maybe carpooling to make their way home. So you're running into a busier drive and also a few problems. So we'll start with issues. This is on the westbound lanes of the 401 traveling in the express through Warden. It is a collision. It looks like now they're blocking that left lane fully, as well as the left shoulder. Then further along on the 401 westbound, this is in the collectors through Islington. It is a stalled truck that has that right lane and shoulder blocked. Another stall, it's off to the side. This is the eastbound 401 right underneath the DVP through the transfer lanes. Find that right lane blocked. That is following an ongoing stall. And we had problems on the northbound 427. At least those issues cleared through the 409. It was the two right lanes that were blocked. And if you're on the QEW headed Niagara bound through the Red Hill Valley Parkway, we are dealing with a collision there. Not really creating a delay, but it is the right lane and shoulder that remains off limits. A reminder on city streets, crews on scene of a collision blocking lanes on Birchmount and St. Clair. I'm going to send it over to Samantha TC at the TTC Control Center. Good afternoon, Samantha. Just checking in to see how TTC is coordinating and maybe helping with some of the delays on Go Transit.
Thanks, Adjoa. So we are supporting our friends over at Go Transit throughout this evening commute as best as we can. So firstly, if you usually travel on the go between Exhibition and Union Station, we have added extra buses to the 509 Harborfront streetcar route that runs between Exhibition and Union Station to get you traveling through that area to Liberty Village and Union Station. Now, we have also added some buses as well to the 505 Dundas streetcar route that runs over to our Dundas West Station. That's right beside the UP Express Bloor Go station if you are traveling in that area. Now, last but not least, more trains are running along Line 1 Yonge University to help with any extra passengers taking the TTC today and to keep your wait times short. There is also extra staff on hand at Union Station if you need help navigating through the area. Now, things are shaping up well for us tonight. Looking underground at our subway routes, we have no delays reported on any of our subway lines, and Line 6 Finch West is also moving well. Now, that's it from us. Sending it back to you.
So our Botanical Gardens is Canada's largest botanical garden. It features 130 acres of cultivated gardens, 33 kilometers of nature trails, and over 2,000 acres of nature sanctuaries. It's located in both Hamilton and Burlington, spanning areas in both cities with attractions like the Rock Garden, Laking Garden, and, of course, the RBG Center where we are right now.
And they host a lot of different programs and events, currently holding the Floral Showcase, Bloomland in Oz, a magical botanical display inspired by the pages of the original novel, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. And here to tell us more about the RBG events and impact on the community, Jeremy Freiberger, Cultural Program Development Lead at Royal Botanical Gardens. Jeremy, good evening. Thanks a lot for joining us. So let's hear. We have to talk about the types of programs and experiences that RBG offers to the community.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you for being here. And as you said in your intro, we've got thousands of acres of space to be doing cool programming in. So we have everything from summer camps and March break camps for the kids, birding and canoeing, kayaking, things of that sort. But then we've got springtime. Obviously, our gardens are fully in bloom and look absolutely stunning. Throughout the summer, we've got live concerts. We've got, I think, 8 or 9 live concerts over the summer. We do a big winter festival, a big pumpkin festival. So there's something, all 4 seasons of the year here at RBG for everyone to dive into and explore our grounds.
Yeah, you almost have to touch the flowers because you can't believe they're real. It's like,
this is definitely true once you get to the floral showcase.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about that. Bloomland in Oz. Tell us about this attraction. How can people attend it? What's it about? And yes, these flowers are indeed real.
They are, yeah. We've got about 25,000 orchid blooms in the room right now. So there's flowers in every corner. We, like you said, take the wonderful world of Oz and grab all those iconic characters and story moments and bring them to life in these larger-than-life props and sets and little vignettes for people to take photos in. The Emerald City's been behind you all night. And that literally goes from the front of the building to the back. So when you arrive in Kansas. And when you get to the back, we get to the Wicked Witch and everybody in between.
But Jeremy, don't forget about the Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah,
That's right. Yellow Brick Road takes you from the front door through all the little spots. There's a search and find that kids can grab, or older kids can grab, that helps you find little hidden nuggets throughout the building that tie the story together.
And so people watching this or seeing this right now, like how do they get here? Is there a ticket cost? Like, what's the rundown?
For sure. It's a time ticket show, and that really helps us control the flow of people. So it's super important. Get your tickets before you come. You can get them at the door, but if you get them ahead of time, you're guaranteed your slot. That just helps you get in at the right time, that you can stay as long as you like. I think adult tickets are $19.95 and somewhere in that neighborhood, and then great deals for kids and families coming together. And we're in Burlington, so you can either drive, take the QE out this way, it goes in both directions, or you can hop on the go when it's not when it's not in trouble, and make your way to the Aldershot station.
How interactive is this exhibit, and how does the community, kids, respond to it?
Kids absolutely love this, but really I would say from the weeks of putting it together and just the last weekend of being open, the kids' age goes right up to your grandparents. There are people that have got like really strong nostalgic connection to this story. So whether it's finally seeing the lion or seeing sort of the little bit scary, the monkeys in the breezeway, everyone's got their little moment that they absolutely love. So there's like hundreds of different places you can take awesome photos, where you can follow along with the story and have a really great experience. Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, make your way here to the Royal Botanical Gardens, Bloomland in Oz. It smells great here. It doesn't feel like it's the beginning of February. It is 5:44. It feels like -11. Watching live at 5, close to home.
We're live inside Union Station. This is where significant delays continue on all GO train lines tonight. This for the commuter home after a train derailed at Union earlier today.
And we want to see Hamilton and Burlington through your eyes. Viewers have been sending in their photos, and we want to share some of our favorites. There's the Ancaster Farmers Market. Great time. We're coming up more in the RBG. Coming up, a special edition live at 5, close to home.
Okay, so welcome back. Right now, we have a competition. This is what we're calling Steel versus Shore, the Sprinkle Showdown. And you see this right here? This is going to be the coveted prize where we're talking, listen, the coffee is hot, the opinions, they are hotter, and the donuts, well, they are debated. Hamilton and Burlington's best donut makers, you know what I'm saying? They are here. They decided to join us at the RBG. They're here for this no-holds-barred battle of dough, sugar, and of course, hometown pride. Listen, we reached out to many donut shops in the area, and here are the brave contestants to compete.
All right, first up, Cafe Botanical, specializing in a diverse array of handcrafted sourdough creations. They have earned them many 5-star Google reviews. They don't just build great donuts. They build community, one connection at a time. This one I know all too well. Donut Monster, wild-eyed, sprinkle-obsessed, and fueled purely by sugar and creativity, known from their from-scratch light chew dough and varied donut flavors. And to my right, representing Burlington, the Sunshine Donut Company, known for their old-fashioned classic handcrafted donuts. Their mission is to support local and use honored techniques for unmatched quality and flavor. Cannot wait to sink our teeth into this, Picard.
Okay, so PP, this is how this is going to work. We're going to taste. We're going to argue passionately and nicely, respectfully about feelings. And in the end, it's all going to come down to our judge, Simone.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so grab a napkin. We don't have any, so we'll just use our ties. We'll use our ties. Trust your taste buds and let the donut showdown begin. Cafe Botanical, your sourdough donuts, they are up first. So while we taste, you have to say, let us know what makes a sourdough donut so delicious. And I was told this is the one. Hopefully I'm choosing the right one to taste it right now. Yeah, Judge Simone, you got to taste this as well. Okay.
Yeah, so our donuts are sourdough, naturally leavened. One of the only places in the world that you can get this. It's a little easier to digest, a little lighter on the stomach. Everything's made in-house, so we make the yeast ourselves, and The goal is sourdough, but not sour.
Does this mean we can eat more since it's easier on the stomach?
Exactly. Go for it. Help yourself. We brought a few others too. So we do crullers, and then we do some old fashions as well. So cake donuts, and then crullers is a choux paste. And we also do pizza, sourdough pizza.
Okay, so now it is time for Donut Monster. You're next. Tell us about the amazing flavors. Wait. I have to do my NPR voice. Tell us about the amazing flavors.
Well, the one you're going to try today is our cherry cream bar. So we use cherries from Cherry Lane, and we use a vegan whipping cream on top. So, yeah, we have a lot of...
Whoa. That's tough too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this one's very light.
That's filled.
A little different from our other flavors, but it's very good.
All right, so as we continue down the taste test line, Sunshine Donuts, our Burlington competitor.
Talk to me. You got enemy
donuts.
territory all over your table here.
We're ready to defend our territory from Burlington here. We got our Canadian apple fritter, so we got fresh Ontario Gala apples chopped into our pillowy brioche dough that we make from scratch every day. We're a scratch bakery, so every morning we're starting from scratch and just trying to put out the best product possible.
How do you separate? There's so many donuts. Like this is just three of a mountain full of donuts. And just in Hamilton, Burlington, how do you separate yourself?
We try to be seasonal. That the seasons help us, and then a month like February coming up with Valentine's Day, we're really chocolate heavy and don't hold back any stops. So.
Don't do it.
Nope.
Okay. Bakari,
so with this, Judge Simone, this is who you have to award. We have to say, we have to ask.
Wow. You can't miss going to any of them, first of all. They were all 10 out of 10.
Okay, but you can only have one favorite one to get the prize. So who is going to be your favorite and why?
That's so hard. It's so hard. It's so hard.
Lifetime Donuts, whoever you choose.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to just go with my heart. I have to go with my heart because they were all so good.
Okay, what is your heart telling you?
But it being the Hamilton Tiger Cat season coming up, and the colors matter, and the donut was amazing. I love the blend, the strawberries with the whipped cream. It was nice and light.
Shut up! Oh, there it is.
It matches the cardigan.
Okay, so who do you want to thank?
I would like to thank all my coworkers. They work very, very hard for us to do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And with that, PP, go ahead.
I got nothing to say. We have doggy bags, right? Or tie cat bags?
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at this old-fashioned one right here. Okay, with that, we're going to have more on our top story. This has to deal with that GO train derailment. That's going to be after the break. But also, viewers have been sending their photos from around Hamilton and Burlington. Here are some of our favorites. You're watching Live at 5, close to home from the RBG. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to our top story right now. Major delays for the commute home tonight.
Let's go live to CP24. CJ Liu, who joins us from Union Station. CJ.
It's always
Bakari, Phil, commuters are still facing endless delays across the entire GO train network this hour after a train was derailed this morning. Take a look at Union Station. People are piling up here, having their eyes glued to the screen, trying to figure out when their next train is going to arrive. This is after a train derailed this morning that caused delays and cancellations across the entire network. And we have been talking to lots of people who have their train delayed. We have Elijah here. Elijah, you were just trying to get to school this morning. What happened to your train?
So basically, I got to the Barrie South GO station, and when I got there, I found out that the train was stuck at Allendale and it wasn't moving. There was also trains at King and Maple that weren't moving, and the guy, he said there was a train derailed or something. So, and then when the train finally did come, it stopped at Downsview, and everybody had to get off and get on Downsview and just make their way from there.
Yeah, and now you told me you're heading back home now. You're going to take the TTC, and that's what lots of people are doing, trying to find some alternative routes, whether that be hopping on a TTC bus, taking an Uber. But as of right now, Phil and Bakari, trains are beginning to move a little bit, but most of these trains aren't moving at all, so significant disruptions throughout the night. Back to you.
Okay, CP24, CJ Liu, continuing our live coverage, team coverage from Union Station. CJ, I know we saw it a little bit of a rush when there was a train called on the platform. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? Like, how soon are people actually seeing movement there?
It's happening every 15, 20 minutes or so, kind of at random. Right now, there is no formula to when trains are coming. They're essentially just looking at the screen right now, having their ears open for any customer service agent who is blasting out what train is arriving on a large speaker. And then when that happens, people rush to that destination. And unfortunately, some of these trains are full. So we've been meeting people who ran to the train, got to the platform, but because it was over capacity, they had to wait for the next train. You can even see right now lots of people are rushing. This is because they just made an announcement, so they're all trying to get to that platform to get on the train. But as of right now, no update on when things will be getting back to normal. So we just heard on the announcement here, they're telling the Milton train to get to platform 21. That is where all these people are rushing to right now. So there is no strategy. It's essentially just look at the board, listen to any announcements, and try to go from there. Phil, Bakari?
All right, CJ Liu getting the lay of the land inside Union Station. Thanks so much. It is 5:59, feels like -11. You're watching Charles Breaking News, CP24.
And keep it here. We'll continue to bring you the very latest on the situation at Union. Thank you for watching Live at 5, close to home.